Hello, my name is Maverick Collins. This is my video submission for the lottery picker assignment for CST-210 with Dr. Kenia Madrazo. And in this assignment, we were tasked with, let's see if I have it pulled up here, creating these three functions: get numbers, set Powerball, show numbers, and then as well as the main function. And then, let's see here. And to get it working correctly to look like this. So this is my solution. This is my main program here with three variables and then a do while with the three functions embedded, where we're asking the player how many lottery numbers do they want to generate, and then this loop will go through and iterate. Depending on how many times they selected, it'll go through as many times as they opted into play. So then it goes through each of these function calls, which we'll get into: get numbers, set Powerball, then show numbers. And then I'll ask the user if they'd like to play again. If they select yes, then it'll go back through and then ask them how many numbers would they like to generate. So here's the get numbers method, where we instantiate a vector of numbers. We're then going to create a for loop, and we're going to go through the for loop 5 times for the problem description. And then we're going to assign a random number from 1 to the, oh yeah, we seeded our random here with a time of 0. And then here we're actually going to call it because we want a number from 1 to 69. So the rand function will go from 0 to whatever you mod it by. But then if you do the +1, it'll give you 1. Excuse me. Is it 69? Yeah, so if you do mod 69, mod 69 will give you 0 remainder. But we do want a remainder, so we're going to do mod 69, which will give us 0 to 68, and then we do the +1, and that gives us the 1 to 69. Sorry about that. Yep, and then we're going to push them into the vector, push back, and then we're going to sort them after we fill the vector, and then erase any duplicates. Okay? And if there is duplicates, then we want to go through a while loop while the size is not equal to 5, right? So erase at least 1. I want to instantiate another random number, 1 to 69. I want to push that number back, and then we're going to check again if it's a duplicate. If so, erase, and we'll rinse and repeat until it doesn't have any duplicates. Finally, we'll return that vector to the console. As you can see here, we're assigning it to lottery numbers when we instantiate it in the main. Then we have the Powerball function where we set the Powerball. It's very similar to the numbers, except it's just one number, and the random this time is going from 1 to 26. And we have the same checker. We don't want any of the numbers to be equal to the Powerball. So for the problem description, thus, while the size is not equal to 6, we're going to run through this while loop within set Powerball. Finally, we have show numbers with a simple if else. If the number inside the vector, whatever the index is on, if the number doesn't equal whatever is at the very end, meaning we're not at the last number, right? Then I want to go ahead and print f our integer with a padding of 2, or width of 2, print all 5 numbers. And then for the very last case, where we're at the very end, right? V back is the end of the vector. Then I want to print Powerball associated with the number. So without further ado, let's run it. How many lotto numbers do you want to generate? I want to generate 3. Boom. As you can see, printed out 3 numbers, 5 numbers each, randomly generated, 1 to 69 with the Powerball, and they're all padded. So if it's a single digit, it'll have a width of 2. As you can see here, we got 0, 1, 0, 1 for Powerball, 0, 6, 0, 2, and there's no duplicates. Would you like to play again? I'll say yes. I'll say another 3. No, actually, let's do 5. There's 5. So as you can see here, oh, noticed a little caveat here with my padding, but let's ignore that for now. And a little bug here, but in general, it does work here. Let's see here. Let's see another C6. Yeah, something's getting thrown off here wonky with the Powerball past 5. So we're just gonna keep it to 2. No, I didn't answer yes or no. I said 2. There you go. There's 2. So yeah, it is working. Just cut that bit. There's a little bit of a bug for looks like when we go past 4 that I'd have to, or it looks like it's just happening. There's a specific case where it's happening. It's happened here twice. I'll have to go back there and find that bug. But before I started filming, it was working just fine. So please pardon that bug. Um, so let's go ahead and say no. And we'll run it one last time. And we'll run it, we'll say 2 times. 2 times. Okay, I'll say yes. I want to run it 3 times. There you go. I'm not sure what's going on. I think it's all working now. Anyhow, the output is looking just like how she wanted it here in the example. And overall, it was a very difficult assignment getting the reference. Luckily, this was given to us. So I guess that was the hard part was getting up the logic set up for I think the error checking was the hardest bit for me, getting this while and for it to work here as well. It's kind of difficult trying to think of different solutions to implement on how to get rid of duplicates. Luckily enough, I was able to stumble upon this function here, erase method. Yeah, it took a lot more time than I expected it to take, but overall, good assignment. We're using unique here as well to get rid of those duplicates. So anyway, sorry for the long-winded video. I hope you enjoyed. I look forward to sending the next video submission in for encryption, and we will see you back here next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.